ever seen those special TV shows or movies? You know the ones that are so wonderfully unintentionally bad and bring you so much joy and captivate you, but for all the wrong reasons.
Well, buckle up, Busters, because we here at Watch Rewatch absolutely live for these underdog gems. And now more than ever, it's important to take a break from the hard stuff. Come join your fellow Watchers as we escape from the chaos of life in our hilariously unhinged community.
So please, allow us,
Colin
and Cadence, a sibling duo that shares a passion for such cinematic excellence, to take you on a wild ride through all the TV shows and movie plots you never knew you needed to hear.
Hello, everybody. It's Colin.
And it's Cadence.
We are so excited. That's me clapping. So excited to be giving you this brand new podcast endeavor that we're doing. I don't know how it'll be, but you know what? Fuck it. It's our podcast. We'll do what we want.
We'll do whatever we want. You can't boss us around.
So, Cadence, why are we... What's the preference? The preference. What is the preface? And why are we doing... And what... Hold on.
Pick a
What
question.
is the preface, and why are we doing what we're doing? And why? Wait, I already said that. Jesus, I'm having a hard time. Okay, Cadence. Give us the preface and help everybody understand what we are doing and why we are doing it. Jesus Christ. I'm just too excited. I'm too excited.
So Colin and I, we have said this a million times. Part of the reason we started this podcast is because we did not have cable and we only watched whatever sort of B movies and TV were on like basic network channels. So when reality TV started and it became a thing, like we didn't have MTV. We didn't see The Real World. When Laguna Beach, The Hills, any of those things that became really popular, we did not lay eyeballs on. And neither of us watch reality TV. I will say this. I do watch one show. I watch Sister Wives.
Yes, it depends what you consider like reality.
I stepped into the Sister Wives waters like 12 years ago. It is the most boring show in the world, but I'm in so deep at this point that I have to just wait it out and finish it. So that's my one experience with reality TV. Otherwise, we never got to see any of the stuff that was culturally relevant at the time. So we chose a show that we've heard nothing but good things about.
Oh, it's all in the rage these days. All the youths are talking about it.
All the kids are watching it.
Brand new show. Just came out.
It's a little treasure called Laguna Beach.
This is me just talking. I haven't like looked anything up right now. But I think Laguna Beach was, besides Real World, I think Laguna Beach was kind of the like predecessor of it all, because The Simple Life, I think that was more like you're watching two people be silly. This was more like you're just a fly on the wall in the everyday lives of these kids. Yes. And I remember people being like, what is this? Why are we watching this? What is this? And I still kind of feel that way.
Yeah, and I'm curious how they picked these people.
Yeah.
What was the context? Did they audition for them? How did these become the group of kids that got chosen? I don't get it.
You know we love lore. It really could have been because of the OC. The OC was like...
Remember in this very first episode, the boyfriend or the friend, whatever, Steven, he's like, this reminds me of the houses on the OC. So the OC would have already been on it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's probably why they chose these and their kids, because the OC was like a cultural
it's the real
phenomenon.
OC.
Yeah. Because they do frame it as the real OC. I'm still trying to convince Cadence to do the OC, you guys, because I remember watching it. I've never seen the whole thing, but I remember in Phoenix in high school, I would go to a friend's house. We would have like nights where we would all watch it. And I never watched it, didn't care about it. But then 2 years ago, I think, when I came to Phoenix, my favorite little house, you know, the one that we like.
Yes, the rental.
It was just randomly popped on and I was watching it and it was so... It is like Twilight without the vampires. It's just so cheesy and bad. I don't know. I just think it would be so fun to do. But I do think that that's why they probably chose these kids, riding the tail of that OC.
Yeah, that's probably why.
So we are, after all that, we are starting with Laguna Beach because we just feel like we don't watch reality TV. Let's start at the beginning. And hopefully this opens up a door and we watch every single reality TV show that ever comes out after this.
Hopefully it's just It'll feel like you've passed away, you've entered heaven, and heaven is showing every reality show that has ever been made.
repeat.
And we are going to talk about every single one for eternity. So it's
Great.
the greatest
Looking
thing that can
forward
happen.
to it. Looking forward to it. So without any more talking, let's find out what is going
Talk
on.
some more.
I'm dying to know what is happening in this hip, new, modern reality show called Laguna Beach.
This is where it all happened. Laguna Beach, California, a small town in the OC where I grew up.
Before we dive into the riveting plot of Laguna Beach, let's learn about our riveting characters.
For this very beginning episode, we have the main characters of Kristin, Lauren or
Conrad.
LC, Steven, Lo, Morgan, Christina, Trey, and Talon. Other people are introduced and they will come in and out of the series, but that's like the main cast that they sort of give an overview from at the beginning. Lauren is the voice that's narrating for us.
Oh, and me? I'm Lauren. My friends call me LC. I've always been the nice girl, but this year, I realized sometimes you just have to go after what you want.
And we learn that she's always been the good girl and she's just tired of being the good girl, okay? She wants to be crazy.
Classic. And I just want to say, wow, what a throwback. I am never seen so many torn jean miniskirts in my life.
So many raggedy end miniskirts.
So many torn jean miniskirts and flip-flops and spaghetti
The
straps.
fashion alone was like, it was like visceral reminder of how bad we all did it in the early 2000s. What were we thinking?
Oh, and I was right up there with them. And everybody thought that I used to wear puka shells. I did not wear puka shells. I did, however, wear a beautiful hemp necklace with a gorgeous turquoise bead in the middle.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
So do not get it twisted. Puka shells were for fucking losers.
But turquoise and hemp.
Turquoise and hemp, dude. That is class.
And it's timeless. You can wear turquoise and hemp
Turquoise
anytime,
and
and
hemp.
it's always going to look good.
No one will ever turn down turquoise and hemp. I'm still wearing it. It's still in my neck. I think the reality is like it didn't have a clasp or anything, so I tied the hemp.
And you probably tied it. And
yes,
it would come
and
off.
I just never came off. So I literally
I had a
did
necklace
have
like
it on
that.
for maybe 7 years.
To me, like, I don't remember what my necklace looked like entirely, but I just remembered, like, well, when I take it off, it's done. Like, I have to retire the necklace because it's not going to go
'cause it's
back
done.
on.
Yeah,
You just have to, like, cut it, and it's too short. So you
sweet
just have to commit for a little while.
I thought I was a shaman for a while. I thought I was blessing people for a while. I got real into hemp for a while. Lots of hemp.
So Lauren's girlfriends are all at her house sitting on this beautiful patio overlooking the ocean, and they are planning a party, and they don't know what to make the theme, you guys. They've already done an aristocrat party, and they don't know what they should be doing this time.
Oh, no.
Are we gonna plan a theme party or what? What have we done so far? Like, we've done
Maybe
the
like
whole
you have to like
G.I.
dress
Joe.
up, like a dress up party. We did the aristocrat party, like trophy wife aristocrat.
But not like that.
An aristocrat? Who does an aristocrat party? What teenager does an aristocrat party?
I know. I also want to know what the costumes were for those.
You have a pipe and like a tuxedo? Like,
Top hats.
what is an aristocrat party?
In the end, they decide to make it a black and white party, which is very creative. Great job. Great choice.
We could make it like a black and white cocktail hour. Black and white cocktail party.
And they're going to make it like a cocktail hour. And they're like, you will not be let in the door unless you are fully decked.
We have to make sure you're not let in the door unless you're fully decked.
Remember that little nugget, because when we get to the party, I have some beef. But just remember.
Oh, you've already got some beef.
They also are like,
Okay, let's do the guest list just to make
We'll
sure.
do 20 and then we'll leave room for like 10, like if we forgot you kind of things. Because there's a lot of times you're like, oh, I meant to invite you, but I just forgot you.
because sometimes you forget to invite people. And then they're like, why didn't you invite me? And you're like, I forgot. I'm like, oh my God, you guys.
It's actually just Morgan in the back. Morgan's the only one saying that. Everyone's like, Morgan.
Morgan, we know 10 people, and those 10 people always come. Why are you acting like we forget people?
Poor Morgan. Sweet baby girl.
She's like, no one else is forgetting. No one else forgets who we invited. That's just me. Okay.
Like, Christina's the other cool brunette. Morgan's just like okay, Morgan.
They just let Morgan hang
just let
around.
Morgan hang around.
Just to be nice.
She's like, I've got an idea. Aristocrats. They're like, Morgan.
They're like, Morgan, we did that.
Morgan, we did that.
Already
Stop.
told you. Yeah, their party planning committee was hilarious.
Sunglasses on point.
Oh, so many sunglasses. And so much chips and dip. That's a lot of chips and dip involved in
bowl
this
of
party.
Anytime you're planning a party, you need empty, clear cups of Starbucks and chips and dip and sunglasses. And you need ballpoint pens. And you need to write furiously with those ballpoint pens.
So many notes.
So many
Has
notes.
to be thorough planning. And they also don't want to have this party at anyone's house.
Where do you want to have it?
A hotel. That would be so rad.
And they are like incredibly excited about renting this hotel space.
What is this party for? It's just a house party.
It is just a fun party they're having. It has there's not a birthday involved. There's not a
Yeah,
celebration
that's what you do.
involved.
Okay, so we're really diving hard into Laguna Beach.
When you're a rich kid, you sit on your balcony overlooking the ocean thinking about party themes. And
Eating chips and dip. Actually, it's just Morgan eating chips and dip.
Morgan's eating. She's like, I remember everybody, guys.
She's always just in the background in her camo tank top, just eating chips and dip. Oh, Morgan, sweetheart. Okay.
Already, they immediately introduced that there's going to be drama between Kristin, who we have not met yet, and Elsie.
Oh, I mean, if you did not ever watch this show, you know Team Kristin versus Team Elsie.
This show does a masterful job at being in a very neutral situation and then playing music that makes it more dramatic than it actually is in real life to try to be like, oh, starting beef. So at one point, someone asks Elsie, are we going to invite Kristin? And she coughs.
Kristin. Drama.
And she's really just choking on a chip. But the music's like, boom, boom, boom.
Gonna kill Kristin, not invited to the party. Kristin's gonna die tonight. Because it's like, this was before, I mean, even now, reality shows, they can't get the licensing to songs, right? So they have to like really tell you the feelings of the cast members without telling you. So it literally is like, angry at friends, don't like these certain friends. And it's like this awful early Good Charlotte song probably in the background.
But if you just like took the music out of it, it would just be like a totally neutral conversation. It would be like, hey, are you inviting Kristin? And she'd be like, hold on, I'm choking on my chip. Like it would just be nothing is happening at all, but they make it so intense. You cut from that moment where they're like drama to Kristin. And you guys, Kristin is a bad girl. She's listening to rock and roll in her bikini, lounging in her pool, not a care in the world.
Just by herself floating around on a floaty. She knows how to party.
Her little Nokia phone starts ringing. She hops out. Her friend Alex is on the phone.
What, Alex? What?
It was cracking me up because her friend Alex is like,
Hey, Kristin.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just laying out. What are you doing?
Do you still want to hang out later?
Yeah, I do. I'm just gonna visit Steven at the surf shop really quickly
Okay.
before I come get you. But it'll probably be around like 8:39.
How are you and Steven?
We're good.
how are you? And Steven. She's like, we're good. And it's like the dumbest conversation in the history of time.
Oh, I'm wanting to know who Steven is. I'm wanting to know more about this. I'm wanting to know how good they are. I want to know who Alex is.
Like the fact that Alex is this worried about how her and Steven are does not sound natural at all. We cut to Kristin going to the surf shop because she's going to visit Steven. She told Alex she was going, and lo and behold, she's going.
Oh, she told Alex. And she has her tiny little low-rise jeans on, the ones that kind of have the very tip of your like labia lips popping out.
Very Christina dirty era
Oh, Christina, dirty era.
where everything was like down to your vag.
Christina dirty era was, needless to say, dirty. So she goes to visit her friend Steven in the surf shop. And it's just this tiny little surf shop. And Steven, he's kind of cute. He's just like a regular kind of.
I know, a lot of people spend a lot of time talking about Steven, and I'm like, that guy? You're talking about that guy?
But we do have to preface this whole thing. I don't think we've fully made this clear. We're watching episodes one by one. So we haven't watched the whole
Yes.
season and reviewing it.
Right.
We are watching this basically along with you guys. And so we don't know any of the drama. We're making our own assumptions. But I do love Kristin automatically. I'm Team Kristin because she's got her sparkly star earrings on. She's proud to be American.
And they bill her as sort of the wilder one, okay? So I don't know if I mentioned this, but in the voiceover at the beginning, Elsie is giving us a rundown of everybody. She's like, Morgan's always eating chips. She's always forgetting people to come over. Like, it's a whole thing. And she says, I've been friends with Steven for my whole life, and he's dating Kristin, and Kristin doesn't like me because Steven and I are very close friends. So it implies, too, that Lauren likes Steven as well, but that they're, quote, just friends.
Maybe just friends. Okay, yeah.
But she's supposed to be the, quote, nice girl. And Kristin's supposed to be kind of the wild one, kind of like a badass, a little bit more doesn't give a fuck attitude.
Those French tips and sparkly star earrings and low-rise jeans.
Oh, and that straight hair side
it.
part. She is down for business. So she gets to the surf shop, and I didn't know how you felt about this, but I was like, this relationship feels awkward.
Yeah, he kisses her forehead.
On her forehead,
Like, he gives her a little peck. Like, but he, like, kisses her like a parent would kiss a child. Like, he grabs the back of her neck, roughs up her hair, and then kisses her forehead. And he's like, get
hey
out
there,
of here,
little
Kristin.
guy.
And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I guess, you know, maybe he's not one to get too X-rated on reality TV, but it felt kind of awkward.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
Nothing. What are you doing?
You know, working.
How was it?
It's lagging. It's dead.
Aww.
Shoot me now.
What are you gonna do after?
Well, Trey's barbecue.
Are you gonna go to that?
Might have to go cook myself a steak. What are you gonna do?
I told Alex I'd go hang out with her for a little while, and then we're gonna figure it out.
You don't want to go to Trey's at all?
I'm not going if Lauren's going.
She's talking to Steven, and he's like, I'm going to Trey's barbecue. And Kristen's like, well, I'm not going if Lauren's there. And he's like, okay, well, I'm still going to Trey's barbecue. So they split ways, and Kristin goes to hang out with her friend Alex, and Steven heads to Trey's barbecue.
Oh, Trey's barbecue. Let's get into it. Let's get into Trey's barbecue. Yeah.
Trey's barbecue it almost gave me PTSD to like see all these dumb 18-year-old boys just being jackasses.
And he's full on wearing literally popped collar, striped red and white polo sweater over a popped collar, flipping burgers. Mm-hmm. And let's be real, I wanted to be a Trey real hard.
Oh,
let's
so
be
much
real.
Trey.
I wanted to be a Trey real hard.
You're like, I would have given my left arm to be a Trey.
I'm also thinking like, what? That's a very like adult thing to do, like a barbecue. I mean, they're all sitting around like full on adults. Trey's literally flipping burgers, and I'm like, okay, you know.
Fully cooking, hosting everyone. And then they have this plan. They're like, hey, they're telling Lauren.
We're going bubble bathing tonight. You want to go?
Bubble bathing?
We're going to be putting bubble bath in jacuzzis so that it creates a massive amount of bubbles.
Now, why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you do that?
Because it doesn't have like, don't you have to empty the jacuzzi?
Well, we're not going to do it in my jacuzzi. We're going to go to like a
Well,
hotel.
no. That's mean.
It's mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'll write him a sorry letter. How considerate is that? She's like thinking about the hotel.
We're going to go to a hotel and fill it up with bubble bath and like make the jacuzzi overflow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, classic boy move. Because she's like, well, isn't that going to ruin their jacuzzi?
I can't go. I'm too much of a good girl.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a good girl. Can't do that. Sorry. That's more of like a Kristin. That's more of a Kristin thing to do.
She's like, that's going to ruin their jacuzzi. That's more of a Kristin activity. You might want to ask Kristin
She does
to do
actually
that.
say that's going to ruin their jacuzzi. She's a good girl. She's always thinking about other people.
And they keep trying to imply that there's lots of sexual tension between her and Steven because Steven shows up and then they just sort of cut back and forth to their faces with this like really intense song playing.
Attracted to each other, but can't say it. I'm attracted to this girl's boyfriend. Known him for a long time, wanna jump his bones. But I do want to say that there is a person named Dieter who shows up as wingman, because there's always a wingman.
Dieter. And there's also Polster, who his
The big hat?
tagline was party enthusiast. That was
Because he comes in with a
description.
giant green hat on, the one that does that, and he interrupts Elsie talking. Elsie's trying to talk to Dieter. And that's when Polestar comes up behind, and he's just awkwardly in his giant green hat, watching them have this conversation. And you know the director's like, dude, get out of the frame. Like, move. You're ruining the conversation. Because Elsie's having this conversation, and this guy, this dopey teenager in a giant green hat.
He's a party enthusiast.
He's a party enthusiast.
What else is he gonna do?
Because I'm not talking like a green top hat. I'm talking like a giant, like it's got to be a 4 foot high green hat.
He was just waiting for an opportunity to bust that He's like, I want to be the most enthusiastic person at this party.
I know. If you get labeled as the party enthusiast, dude, you know you got to show up. You can't just not show up
I
without
got a reputation to uphold. I can't just show up without a giant hat.
You can tell he doesn't quite know what to do as a party enthusiast because it's actually a barbecue. It's not a party.
Right.
It's a barbecue.
It's not a
which
party.
is
He's
already-
like, I didn't say I was a barbecue enthusiast.
I don't know how to entertain people when they're flipping burgers. I came in my giant green hat, dude. I'm here to flip things up.
I was ready for a party.
I took this from the aristocrat party we had last week. I just loved him, but needless to say, yes, they're going to go have some fun later.
There is this really cool song in between them cutting back and forth from Steven to Lauren's face is
Oh yeah, you were wild and I was too, 'cause I was really into you. You were really into me. How I wish we were right there, right now. I know it's wrong, I know it's right. I know how I feel tonight. I can't help.
I know it's wrong, no, it's right. I have a feeling tonight. I can't help it.
It's the dumbest. Every song is so dumb. Unless the viewer has no concept of what's going on in front of them, they have to throw in these awful songs. I mean, no shame to the people that are making those songs. You've got to, pay your bills and you're making these songs.
It's probably lucrative. It's probably
a lucrative business.
I mean, think about it. You have to be able to bust out an original song for every scene in a reality show. So you just have to throw it together in the moment.
Showing up in a green hat, awkward. Get out of my face, trying
He's
to
a
talk
party
to Dieter.
enthusiast.
Gonna ruin that hot tub with the bubble mix. You're gonna ruin the hot tub with the bubble mix. Hotel's gonna be out $3,000. It just starts doing what everybody's thinking.
Where do I get a green hat for this party? I never know what to wear to these things.
And then Morgan's in the background eating chips and dip. Where's more chips and dip? I'm hungry for the chips and dip.
Love chips and dip. I do forget people sometimes.
I guess this is different kind of wonderful. We're in love in the real world. It's not what I thought it would be.
We cut away from the BBQ that is Hoppin', and we go to Kristin and Alex. So as you can remember, Kristin had wanted nothing to do with the barbecue because Lauren was going to be there, and she absolutely had no patience for that. So she went to Alex's house to hang out, and they are painting their toenails. And to say that Alex is Kristin's hype girl is an understatement because she is just
If you and Steven had babies, they'd be so good looking. They would.
Because Steven's all tan.
Steven's hot.
Steven's really hot.
He likes you so much, and he's admitting it to you.
I can't believe it.
He can't help himself smile whenever he sees you.
Steven is so hot, Kristin. And Kristin's like, I know. And she's like, if you guys had babies, they would be the cutest babies ever. And she's like, I know. And she's like, Steven loves you so much. And he always talks about it. And she's like, I know. And she's like, even Steven admits how much he likes you out loud. And she's like, I know.
Girl, you're getting a little desperate.
She's so invested in this relationship.
Alex, you need to chill out. Just take a chill pill, Alex.
I'm guessing that the producers were sort of not scripting it, but they were saying this is the general area you need to be talking about.
Alex got the memo and she took it way further than she needed to.
It was supposed to be a very casual conversation about their dating, and instead she took it to 100 really, really quickly. But Kristin goes full mean girl, and she's like
a stuck-up little brat.
Lauren is a stuck-up little bitch, and I don't want to see her, and I don't want to talk to her, and I want to have nothing to do with her.
Just because she's friends with her boyfriend, Steven?
I know.
Why does Kristin hate Elsie so bad?
A lot. A very lot.
Because she's the good girl and Kristin's not. I mean, I'm hoping that's what we find out with this series. I'm dying to find out what the beef is because Elsie at the beginning just kind of said that they didn't get along, but Kristin really does not like her.
So then we cut back to the next day. Lauren and Steven are hanging out, and they're going to Elsie's house that's under construction.
Lauren, of course, is going to show up in her bootcut jeans, her bootcut low-rises, and she has, every person will remember, that bag. The bag that everybody had in 2003 had a giant hoop that connected a big old ball sack at the end. It kind of looked like it was like a you know, like a canteen, like those leather
Yes,
canteens.
like those skin canteens.
Yes, imagine that with a big hoop around it. Oh, you'll get a visual.
Gorgeous.
She has that with her everywhere she goes. It's gorgeous.
And they tried to sort of make it like there was sexual tension between Lauren and Steven because as they're walking through this house under construction, she's like,
In my room.
Is your room the best?
Of course.
Of course.
I think my bed goes here. So
Where?
you're on my bed.
Nice.
this is where my bed goes. You're on my bed. They go out in the back. It's like this beautiful view. And he's like, this reminds me
So
of the
pretty.
OC. They're supposed to go to college in the same place, I believe. Like, I
Yes.
think the plan
Yes.
is that Lauren, Elsie, and Steven are going to college together.
I got that as well.
Which probably is even more threatening to Kristin. Not only are they friends, but now they're going to the same college.
I mean, Kristin, why do you hate LC? Because she's friends with the guy that you're dating. She's been friends with him for a really long time.
Maybe something else is going to come out, but as of right now, it just seems a really basic thing.
I'm anxious. Yeah.
We're going to go back over to Kristin, who is now outside of a cafe with someone named Talon, who's a new person. Hi, welcome,
Hi,
Talon.
Talon.
We have not met you yet. You were not at the barbecue.
No, you weren't hype man. You were not at the beginning.
This was just a little thing that made me giggle. There was a UPS guy who was in the foreground who realized he was like in the shot of this
He's
guy
like, "Whoop."
filming it. And he gets this look on his face like, shit, shit, shit. And he's like trying to like scuttle out of the picture so fast. It was giving me the giggles because he's like, whoops, did not know I was walking into this. And so Kristin is now bitching to Talon that she's like,
Yeah, like, I don't know, I'm really stressed out on Steven, Warren, because last night he told me he was going to bed early, and then today I found out that he was at our house, and
Do you know if they hooked up?
he says that they didn't.
Well, I mean, Steven, why are you telling her you're going to bed early if you're going to hang out with LC? Just say you're going to hang out with LC. You're causing this.
and Talon's like, well, did they hook up? He's trying to throw so much fuel on the fire because he kind of, I got the vibe that he liked Kristin.
Oh, yeah, me too. Talon is, I got that vibe too.
And she's like, all I know is that I hate Lauren.
I think it's both their faults. I hate Lauren. She needs to just, like, get out of my life.
That's a little harsh.
All I know is that I hate Lauren and I want her out of my life.
Kristin, she's setting the ground rules really quick. All right, so the next day, we have Lauren and the girls, the gals, Lauren and Lo.
Morgan's back there eating some chips,
We've got
leaving a trail of crumbs.
Sweet Morgan trailing behind. And they're going to the Sand Surf Sun Fun Hotel or whatever it is. And they're talking to the manager who is like maybe German, Swedish.
I'm going to show you a suite. You're about 30 people from what I understand. The hotel room usually rents for $700 a night.
Sounds fabulous.
Oh, it's so nice. Ooh, I like the big deck. So do I. I really like the big deck.
So, obviously you see how close, this guest room is to
Yeah.
all the other guest rooms.
Yeah.
And obviously noise is a concern for us while you're here.
Noise control. Yeah.
Yeah, and and I understand, you're not planning a dance party or anything like that. So it's more kind of a get together.
Definitely.
If
We're
you don't-
trustworthy, don't
You're
worry.
trustworthy, all right.
And he's just like, why am I here? Why do I do this with these girls? I do not want to throw this party at all. This is not something I want to do, but I am here with these girls. But he's just kind of over it.
He's so over it. I also was picturing like that they were renting out like a ballroom at this hotel, but it's like a little suite or something.
What hotel is this? It's like an Airbnb. It's like someone's apartment.
It really is. It has like this little balcony
Yeah, it's like a
that
little-
they're like setting up tables on, and then it's just like a hotel room.
I was thinking, like, give me the Best Western conference room. I want the La Quinta Inn conference room.
I was for sure like, oh, it's going to be in the grand ballroom.
No, it is on a balcony. And basically they're like, yeah, this is great. And he's like, fuck. Then we meet up with our boys, Polster, the party enthusiast.
Party enthusiast.
We've got Steven.
Maybe Trey.
Yes, it is Trey. We've got Polestar, we've got Trey, and we've got Steven. And they're basically having guy time, but they're in like an antique,
It's like a boutique.
like a beautiful antique shop.
I was cracking up.
One of the guys is like, they're talking to each other, and you've got these like Venetian vases in the background. And like one of the guys, you know how you typically see a guy like playing around with the football? He's playing around with like
With
the
the
vase.
big-
And he's like, yeah, dude.
I thought it was a pillow. I thought it was a pillow.
It might have been a
But I
pillow,
thought
but it was an antique pillow for
Either
sure.
way, it was like this embroidered pillow. Like it was like a really
Yes,
beautiful like
I'm-
throw pillow.
Why are you, whose beautiful antique shop is this?
And one guy is like, lounging on like an old couch, like an antique couch.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Cadence, in the
what is
background, you'll see like
happening?
hand-painted Venetian vases, and there's like a big, like beautiful gilded mirror, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like what was this boutique? Why were these teenage boys in there?
You know what? I don't know about you, but when I was a teen, I hung out with all my friends at the local antique shop. Got crazy.
What could they have possibly gone in there to buy, number one? And number two, why did they lounge so carelessly, just like, oh, I'm going to sit on this furniture and we're going to have like this chat at this antique boutique?
Because that's what you do in Laguna Beach.
This is where you're kind of like, oh, Steven's kind of a little shit because the boys are like, oh.
Can you imagine, like, Elsie and Kristin, like, fighting over you?
Having Lauren and Kristin fighting over you?
Yeah.
Imagine if Lauren and Kristin like fight over you, dude. And Steven's like,
Kristen's like a really good girl to hook up with and have fun with. And that's why I'm so amped. I love, like, we can just have, like, so much fun. But coming down to, like, the boyfriend and girlfriend stuff, it's like, Lauren would be like a better
such
girl.
Drama, dude.
Yeah,
Like, Lauren,
it is.
Like,
I've seen you though, dude. I know. Like, it sucks for me because I don't know what to do, and like either way, I'm gonna be like hurting one.
I'm stoked on Kristin. Like, she's a blast to hang out with. So fun. But when it comes to like girlfriend material, Lauren's a better choice. And I'm like, why the fuck are you messing around with Kristin?
Why are you
then,
doing
asshole?
this? Yeah.
So,
What's the point?
You know what?
Come on.
Why is anybody caring about Steven at this point? That's my opinion. Maybe he'll redeem himself at some point, but as of right now,
It's that thick head of hair, dude. Steven's
he's
got a mop
lot
on
of
his
hair.
head.
And you know, if you saw Steven in real life at that time, you know he weighs 110 pounds.
Oh, they
and
all
he's
do.
like the tiniest little dude you've ever seen in your life.
Just
And
hanging
you're
out
like,
at the antique store. We should do a Where Are They Now?
why are these girls fighting over this guy? But he picks up Kristin later that evening for a date. And they meet with a side hug, which
I
again,
love a side hug. Very 2003.
physical contact is bizarre.
So they go to a pretty nice restaurant, I would say. And I just want to say, Kristin is in full bad girl gear, black leather jacket, black choker. She is ready to just question the shit out of Steven.
Don't fuck with me, Steven.
Yeah, it's interrogation time at this dinner.
As they're fully shoveling food into their mouths. Like they are fully fighting, but like also actively eating the whole time, which was cracking me up.
Yeah, this was before they forgot reality shows like told people not to eat because eating's not a cute thing to do.
And so she's like,
You did lie to me.
I didn't lie to you. I went to sleep last night.
Taylor saw you at 9:15, Steven.
Where'd she see me?
Driving down from Lauren's house.
Maybe Taylor did see me, but it wasn't at 9:15. That's for sure.
I know, so you were at Lauren's house. You just lied to me.
That's what I'm saying. I was there. It was probably. That's what I said. It was like 7:30 when I was there.
So then what were you doing up there? I don't believe you.
you lied to me and you told me you were going to bed early. And he's like, well, I did go to bed early. And she's like, well, so-and-so saw you coming from Lauren's house. And he's like, okay, well, I did go there, but I left there early and I was still in bed early. And she's like, but you didn't tell me you were going to Lauren's house. And I was just like, Steven, you gotta just knock it
Own
off.
up to it, yeah.
You know that you are all friends with the same 10 people. So trying to lie your way out of this is never going to work.
I'm going to guess this is all going to come out at the black and white party. That's what I'm thinking.
It's your bottom
I'm
dollar.
on the edge of my seat. I bet you $100 Kristin and Elsie are going to go down. They're going to be down to clown till they're dead in the ground. That's what I'm picking up on.
My personal favorite was Steven's excuse to Kristin because she's like, you lied to me. I can't believe you're hanging out with Lauren. You didn't tell me, blah, blah, blah. And he's like,
She was weirded out because people would ask her, so what's going on with like you and Steve and stuff like that, and she didn't know what to say. I'm like,
She could be like, nothing, we're friends.
I guess that's not the way she feels or something like that.
well, this is really awkward for Lauren because, like, when people ask if she's dating me, like, she doesn't know what to say. That's a weird position for her to be in. And Kristen's like, she just has to say we're not dating.
She just has to say no.
Like,
She just has to say we're
it's really
friends.
not that complicated.
It's not that hard, bud. And also, if the bad song lyrics that come on don't fully, like, dramatize it, it's like the slow motion.
Yes.
He basically is getting fed up with Kristin because he's like talked himself into an odd spot. And so the last 5 minutes are him just with his hands running through his hair, slow motion. Fuck, I fucked up. This girl's mad at me. Girlfriend's mad at me. What am I gonna do?
Oh, man, I lied when I could have just told the truth.
Okay, so I'm excited. So after that awkward date where Steven could have just been honest, it looks like we have all our girls. We've got Christina, we've got LC, we've got Lo, and we've got Morgan. Morgan's in the guest bathroom. She can't get ready with them. But they're basically getting ready for the black and white party, and they're just having girl talk.
Odd girl talk, too. It's kind of passive-aggressive girl talk, where they're just like...
I'm wearing this. This? Really? That's so cute.
Wait, they are so stoked about this black and white party, you guys.
At the Sunset Sand Beach and Fun Sun Hotel. It's going to be a big deal. So then we cut over to Kristin's house. So we're getting, I'm getting from watching this right now that there's a clear divide.
Oh, yeah. Because they're not all getting ready at the same place.
They're not all getting ready at the same place. Kristin's getting ready with her friend Alex, who is like hype girl. Basically has a foghorn in the background. You look amazing, girl.
When Kristin's getting ready with her friend, the whole time she's just like, I do not want to go to this party. I absolutely do not want to go to this party.
As she's putting on her black stilettos. Come on, girl. But she's got to go. She got to protect her man.
She's got to go, dude. She's got to go. So then we go over to the boys who are all getting ready. At first, I see them run over this glass bottle, and I'm like, why did they put a shot of that in there?
So I think it's showing that those kids are getting turned. Mad Dog 2020.
But then one of the boys comes up, and he's like, you just ran over my best bottle of cologne.
It's Polestar, sweet guy. Oh.
He's like, that's how I get enthusiastic about parties. I love that cologne.
Why did you drop your cologne behind the tire, bud? That's a little weird.
That's the other thing that I couldn't quite gather, because then he's like,
just ran over my expensive thing of cologne, dude.
It wasn't that full.
How are you not at fault for running over my cologne? If I put a baby next to your car, you're gonna run over it?
It's not my fault you put it back there. And he's like, oh, so you would run over a baby if I put it back there? Which is a dumb argument, because it still stands. Why did you put your cologne bottle back there? How did that end up on the ground?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but that seems more like a you problem.
Those wild and crazy boys. Okay, so this is where I mentioned this earlier, that when they're having the meeting to plan the party, remember how we talked about they're like, no one's allowed to come unless they're fully decked. Remember that?
Oh, I do. I was right there watching it with you. Yep.
Okay, so when these boys are walking in now, what do you notice about what they're wearing?
What?
They're literally wearing T-shirts and flip-flops. Some of them wear blazers. Some of them wear blazers over their T-shirts.
I'm seeing lots of blazers. Lots of striped blazers.
There's a lot of flip-flops, and there's a lot of T-shirts under those blazers.
And also this, I thought it was going to be like a big party. This is like maybe 20 kids in a hotel room. We saw earlier them talking to the German hotel manager looking at a balcony. Jean. Yes. He was getting furious, and now they're all just sitting around in a hotel room.
It really is. It's like a bed, a little mini fridge. I couldn't understand the layout of this at all, because why couldn't you just have this at your own house?
Yeah, why do you have to rent a hotel room for this?
Kristin was a bitch about it the whole time. Kristin's just standing in the corner like,
I'm the only one that wore white. I'm different.
I'm the only one wearing white. All the other girls wear black. And I'm the only one wearing white.
She's so different. And the whole time, Elsie just keeps doing, like, looking down, shifting her eyes back and forth. Like, she's a little bit Kristen Stewart in Twilight.
Uh-huh.
Like, she just keeps looking down and darting her eyes back and forth. Like, oh, what have I gotten myself into?
And I feel like she's playing this game where she wants to be like, what, little old me? Like, I'm just friends with Steven. I've just known him forever. But she, like, wants him to be there and wants his attention. And she's jealous when he gives attention to Kristin. It's strange.
I'm also just really still confused by this party. I just don't get it.
Because then they're like, let's all dance. And Kristin's like, no.
But they're literally like still in a hotel room.
So then it's just like 8 girls in a hotel room dancing.
But then Kristin goes out to pout. And she goes on the balcony that they saw earlier. And there's like full like white tablecloth wedding tables out there. And I'm like, was that part of the party? Because it looks like the party was just in a hotel room. But you guys, tensions are high at this party. I mean, Kristin is furious. She storms out in her white Mini. Steven, he chases after her. He goes out after her.
Yes, because she's finally like, I am done. I said I did not want to be here. I said I was going to spend 5 minutes here, and we've been here for an hour, so it's time to go. And of course, Steven is going to go after her.
And Elsie, she goes on that balcony, and she just contemplates, like, what? Why do I think this was a good idea?
I also wrote down some lyrics. There is a song playing at the party when everybody is trying to get the girls to dance, and the lyrics are,
you can tell by the way I use my walk, by the way I talk, and the way I move. I'm a player, mom. I'm a player, mama.
He ain't gorilla, I ain't with it.
You can tell by the way I play this game, and I check my change and I do my thing.
It's a really good song to set the mood for the party.
And that's how the episode ends, you guys. Kristin storms off, Steven leaves, and then you have Elsie pouting on the balcony. And
Oh, yeah. Her friends are like, are you okay? And she's like, no, I am so bummed. So her whole party that she planned.
Hello. It wasn't just her. There was Morgan,
friends.
Christina,
You're right.
and Lo were there, okay?
You're right.
They were all
You're
in that salsa at the
absolutely
beginning
right.
of the episode. You saw just like I did.
They all
Do not put this all on.
But that's what I guess it feels like it was a success. Like people came, they had a good time, but she feels like it failed because he left with Kristin, I guess.
I guess in their world, what is a success for a party like that? What were you hoping to get out of this black and white party? I got to say, where was the bar set first?
Yes.
Because to me, it feels like
it's on the floor.
Feels like a bunch of people of your like close friends just showed up in a hotel room. There was like 12 of you.
I didn't even see one snack.
I didn't see one snack. I didn't see one giant green hat. I did see a lot of pop collars and like Cadence said some flip-flops, but where was Party Enthusiast, dude? Where was he? Not doing his job. So with this first episode, I'm getting a clear understanding that Kristin and Alex, and I don't know what the third girl in Kristin's group is.
No, I'm going to have to pay more attention next
She's
time.
just other girl. And I understand that there's that group, and then there's the Elsie, Lo, Christina, Morgan group.
And Lauren is like standing on the balcony, okay? There's like these glass walls around the balcony. And she's like putting her arms up, like overlooking the ocean. And they're playing a really, really sad song. And the lyrics to that song are,
I confess there's something tragic in her eyes. She's blessed, depressed. Her inner beauty remains confined. Will she stay locked up?
Will she stay locked up with all her dreams inside? And she's contemplating all of her life choices while standing on this
emotional
balcony.
Oh, what's going to happen next? You guys join us next week for what happens. I'm hooked.
We're in a cast of characters. Anything could happen. Hooked. It feels like a magical world, and I'm ready for whatever comes in this Laguna Beach ride.
Get me on. All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
When you disappear without a trace, color fades from view, and all your shadows